looks perfect. It absolutely looks perfect. All right, let's show them the injury. Let's show them the, okay, this is the best way. Look at that gap.
Oh,
Okay, that's the picture right there. There's nothing here, see? There's nothing here. Let me get the model and I'll show you on the model too. Hold on. This is a normal spine. That's where the skull sits. See it? So that's the skull. Here's the brain stem, right? So look at the neural structures that are involved here. That has to be, this right here has to be contiguous with this. So this piece of the occiput has to be contiguous with this piece of C1. The vertebral artery is right here. The spinal cord is right here. There are nerve roots right around the area. This is your injury. That's what you did. Okay? Wow. Most of the time that's not survivable because you pull on the brain stem, you can damage vertebral arteries, and essentially what you're doing is dislocating the head from the spine. So that shows it on this model. You can really show it on this model. So keep in mind, here's the skull, and it should sit on C1. See this gap right here? That's what you're looking at. See it?
Yeah.
Want to take a picture of that? That's the whole injury right there. You got it?
Yeah.
That's the whole injury. Now, okay? So that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's you, okay? So that's you. When we put you on the table, that's what you had. So we had to actually compress your head down on your spine to do the operation. And that's what we did. And then what we did, okay, what we did with your operation is, you can see we compressed your head back down on your spine, right? And then we put screws, we put a plate right here and some screws, and we put screws right here. So you're welded from here to here. And then we took some bone. Let's take a look at his hip, Bill. We took some bone and put it all in here, and that's going to fuse.
So the bone's actually sitting here on the side like
right on the
that.
side.
And that's what's growing right now. That's why it's trying to heal
right.
up.
It's trying to heal up. Look good? So that's what's trying to heal up. But you're a lucky guy because normally the spinal cord gets injured, and it gets injured at such a high level that you can't breathe and function. So that's your injury.
Right. And that was why his breathing was so shallow and such a struggle because of it being dislocated and putting that pressure on
So
besides.
all the right things were done, right? He was immobilized, he was brought to the hospital quickly. They intubated him. Lucky guy.
Yeah.
Lucky guy. Most people don't make it, right? 8 out of 10 don't make it. And the 20 and the 2 that do often have some issues.
Right.
Neurologic. So far, you're doing great. I told you, right? When you can do the surgery, I think it'll be normal. That's our job, right? We're hired to do that. Okay?
Yeah.
The people who save your life are those guys in the field.
Yeah.
They saved your life because if they would have moved you would have died.
Yeah.
So that's really the take-home point. It's not the doctor. It's what we do. It's what we're paid to do. Okay, that's not us. It was a routine procedure for us, but we never would have had the opportunity to do what we did if it wasn't for the people in the field who had the wherewithal not to move you and to make sure that you weren't moved and you were mobilized properly. So they saved your life.
Absolutely.
All right? Well, we're happy to take care of you. I think you're going to do great. I think in about